Welcome to my channel Max My Heartbeat. Students, in the previous videos I have started relations and functions, which is very important for IIT JEE. So in today's class, let us learn something about graph of functions. So discuss about all types of graphs of functions. Yesterday, in the previous video, we have done some practice problems related to types of functions. Okay, so already in graph of functions I have explained polynomial functions. So once again, for your sake, those who are missing, for them I will explain once again polynomial functions, and we'll go for next type of functions. Okay, so first let us start our video with polynomial functions. Okay, so polynomial. In our video, let us learn about polynomial functions. Okay, so a polynomial function is a continuous function. Okay, means whatever the polynomial you take. So for the best, only three types of polynomials we use generally. First one is linear polynomial. So the graph of linear polynomial is always a straight line. What is the graph of linear polynomial? Always a straight line. Next, quadratic polynomial. So what is the graph of quadratic polynomial? Always parabolic. Parabolic, parabolic. Next, cubic function, cubic polynomial. So cubic polynomial means n-shaped graph we will get, n-shaped curve. Understood? So these are very important about polynomial functions. First one is linear, means straight line. So how the linear graph, linear polynomial will be like this. For suppose I want to explain y is equal to 2x plus 3. Is this a linear polynomial or not? Yes. Why? Because the degree of the variable is 1. Such type of polynomial is called linear polynomial. Okay. If it is not visible, I will write somewhat big. Y is equal to 2x plus 3. So this is the linear polynomial. How the graph of the linear polynomial will be? Always a straight line like this. Okay. So linear polynomial means always what type of graph we will get? Straight line, right? Next, quadratic polynomial. Next one is quadratic polynomial. Already we have done y is equal to x square is a quadratic polynomial. What we got there? Parabola, right? So y is equal to x square is our best example for quadratic polynomial. There we got a parabola like this. So this is x axis and this is y axis. So there we got a parabola like this. Yes. So always quadratic polynomial means what type of graph we will get? Parabola. Okay. Next, cubic polynomial means n-shaped graph. Wherever it may be, you will get a n-shaped curve like this. So cubic means we will get negative values also. So somehow like this we will get the graph. Okay, n-shaped curve. For suppose I want 3x cube plus 5, something like that. Okay. So y is equal to 3x cube plus 5. So cube means cubic polynomial. Cubic polynomial is always a n-shaped curve. Okay. So these are very important about polynomial functions. Okay. So already we have discussed range, codomain, domain, codomain and range of these functions. Right. Every function will be derived from R to R, means from real numbers to real numbers. Right, real numbers contains positive values, negative values, including 0 means plus, 0 and minus. Here also plus, 0 and minus. But is the range of every function the same? Let us see. For suppose let us consider a linear polynomial first, means a straight line. Yes. Anyhow, domain is R and codomain is also R. Yes. What is the range of this function? So if I extend this, it will go up to infinity, right? Plus infinity, and here this is minus infinity. So the range of this function range of a linear polynomial is always minus infinity comma infinity is nothing but R. So if capital R, if codomain is capital R and range is also capital R, then codomain value is equal to range. Yes, codomain is equal to range. Then such a function is called what type of function? Onto function. Already we have discussed this one also. So always linear polynomial is what type of function? Onto function. And now let us see whether this is one function or onto many one function. How? By using horizontal line test. So anywhere in the graph, on the curve, on the line, you draw one horizontal line like this. At how many points this line is intersecting our straight line? Here only one point of intersection. So such type of function is called what type of function? One function. Understood everybody? This is about straight line. I mean linear polynomial. Next let us move to our quadratic polynomial. There also let us see what is the range, codomain, domain and one function, many one function or into function or onto function. Everything we'll discuss about quadratic polynomial, if not quadratic function. Now let us discuss about quadratic function. Okay, so what are the relative values of quadratic function? Let us see now. So for my example I am taking, okay, already we have discussed y is equal to x square, right? So today let me change it as y is equal to x square plus 1. Okay, and now I will show how to plot the graph of y is equal to x square plus 1 also. Previously I have never said that. In today's class definitely I will show how to plot the graph of y is equal to x square plus 1. Okay, in the same way you can plot the graph of y is equal to x square also. So this is y axis, this is x axis. So now let us take the values of x and y and plot the graph now. Okay, so x, okay, already I said no, y is equal to x square plus 1. So if I take x value as 0, then y value is 1. If I take x value as 1, then y value is 2. If I take x value as 2, then y value is 5. If I take x value as 3, not no need. So we will take negative numbers now. Minus 1, then y value is 2. If I take x value as minus 2, then y value is here also 5. Okay, so this is 0, 1, 2, 3. If not somewhat big I will take, so that you can understand properly. Yes, so here this is my 1, this is my 2, this is my minus 1, this is my minus 2, and here this is 0. Now let us plot the graph. So here also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, something like this. Okay, here my place is not sufficient, that's why I am taking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, somewhat less. Okay, so now 0, when x is equal to 0, y value is 1, so this is my first point. Okay, when x value is 1, y value is 2, 1, 2. So here this is my second point. And when x value is 2, y value is 5, so 2, 5. Means here this is my third point. In the same way, when minus 1 also 2 and minus 2 also 5. Okay, so if I draw, then I will get a parabola like this. Okay, now understood everybody how we are getting a parabola for quadratic function? Yes, this is how we got quadratic function as a parabola. Okay, so now what type of function this is? Either many one function or one function. See here clearly, for 1 we got image as 2, for minus 1 also we got image as 2, for 2 we got image as 5, and minus 2 also we got image as 5. So two values are having same image. Yes, so this type of function, already I have said no, what type of function? Many one function. Yes, so anyhow we are saying that this function, when nothing is given, means always the function will be from real numbers to real numbers, that is R to R. So what is the domain here? Domain is R, means all real numbers. Codomain is also R. Yes, now let us see what is the range of the function. Yes, see here wherever you take, the range starts from 1, right? 1 and goes up to infinity, even here and also here, right? So range is equal to closed interval 1 comma open interval infinity. Yes, this is the range of our function y is equal to x square plus 1. Okay. So now you say me whether codomain is equal to range or not here. So here plus, minus and 0 every value is coming. But in range are we having any negative values here? No. So codomain is not equal to range. So such a function is what type of function? Into function. Understood? So let me know whether is this function continuous or not. Yes, no breakups. Okay, nowhere it is breaking here. Yes, sorry, I am not saying about breakup. Just I am talking about breaking. Okay, nowhere the curve is breaking here. That's why this is a what type of function? Continuous, right? And is it derivable or not? Yes, this is also derivable at all places. Anywhere are we seeing? Are we observing any sharp corner here? No. Yes. So this function is derivable at every element of R, that is x belongs to R. Here also continuous at every element of R. Understood? Every element is nothing but every number which belongs to R. Okay. So this is about quadratic function. Okay. Next, anyhow, cubic function is also same as linear function, right? Already we have discussed that. So listen carefully. Odd degree polynomial. Whatever the odd degree polynomial it is, its range will be always minus infinity to infinity. Okay? Whatever the odd degree polynomial it is, what is the range of that polynomial? Minus infinity to infinity. So odd degree polynomial range is equal to minus infinity comma infinity. Clear? This is very, very important. Okay. So this is the about polynomial functions. Now let us move to our next function, that is modulus functions. Okay. Next function is what type of function? Modulus function. Here also let us see everything about domain, codomain, range, and what about it is many one or one or on into or onto, everything, whether it is continuous or not, derivable or not, everything we'll see about this function. Okay, about modulus functions. Already we have one modulus function, that is f is equal to mod x. Correct? I hope everyone knows how the graph of f is equal to mod x will be, right? So this is y-axis. So in functions or whatever the calculus what we are dealing with, when you know how to plot the graph, then everything we can understand by plotting the graph, by seeing the graph itself. So first, my sincere advice to you students is first learn to plot the graph. Whatever the function you are getting, take some values for x and find out the values of y. Okay, and try to plot the graph on your own. If you plot the graph on your own, then everything is possible. Everything you can do on your own. Yes, this is my sincere advice. So follow my advice. Then you will feel calculus as very, very easy. Okay. Thank you. Next, so let us continue. Modulus function. So already we have seen modulus function means x values, y values. Let us take. Already we know that this is a V-shaped curve like this, right? And at x is equal to 0, we are getting a sharp corner. Yes. So this is 0, x-axis, y-axis, right? Okay. So from graph only I will explain now everything. So already he has given, if nothing is given means function will be derived from real numbers to real numbers only, right? So anyhow R is domain in this function here is R, and codomain is also R. Okay. Now let us see what is the range of this function. Yes. So what is the range of this function? Any negative values we are seeing here means negative side any graph is there here? Not there, no. Everything is above. Upside only, not no downside. Downside we are not seeing any graph, right? So these values are always positive values up to infinity here and here, right? So the range of this function is closed interval 0 comma open interval infinity. Why? Because 0 also we should consider here. Understood? So range is 0 comma infinity. Clear? Why? Because when x is equal to 0, then y is equal to mod of 0 is also 0. Yes? So this value also we are getting. That's why at the range we should take 0 as closed interval and infinity as open interval. Means we should consider 0 also here. Okay? So is range equal to r plus here? Okay? Is range equal to r plus or just 0 to infinity only? We can't take r plus. R plus means excluding 0. If we are writing open interval 0 comma infinity, then that becomes r plus. Okay? Closed interval 0 and open interval infinity will never be equal to r plus. Understood? R plus means closed interval 0 comma infinity. Clear? This is r plus. Okay? So now we got domain, codomain and range. Is codomain is equal to range here? So range means positive values, 0 and negative values. Real numbers means both positive, negative and 0 will be there. But in range what we are having? 0 comma infinity means only positive values including 0. Yes. So codomain is not equal to range. So this type of function is what type of function? Into function. Yes. Now let us see whether it is many one or one function. So what is the test we have to do now? Horizontal line test. So if I draw a horizontal line like this. Yes. So if I draw one horizontal line, how many points of intersection we are getting? 2 points of intersection. If a line intersects at more than one point of intersection, means what type of function it is? Many one function. What type of function? Many one function. Right? So this is about domain, codomain, range and what type of function and many one function and into function. Next, we want to know whether this function is continuous or not. Yes, this is continuous. Yes. Continuous at all places. Right? Yes, continuous. Why? Because this is not having anywhere. Discontinuous means it is not having any gaps in middle like this, right? That's why this function is continuous. Is this function derivable? Yes, derivable, but here we are here at x is equal to 0 and y is equal to 0 we are seeing here we observe a sharp corner, right? So here only at x is equal to 0 this function is not derivable. So we can write derivable at r minus 0 means only at x is equal to 0 this function is non derivable and remaining for every value of real number we are getting this function as derivable. Understood? This is about modulus function. I hope everybody understood. Yes. Next function, signum function. Signum function is very, very important. So next let us learn about what is signum function. Yes, signum function is a function. So f of x is equal to which gives signum of x. This is a function. Yes. So any positive value, if the value is positive, whatever we are giving input means whatever the x value we are giving is positive value, yes, for any positive value if we take signum of that positive value then we'll get output as 1. Yes, y value will be 1. Whatever the value of x will be positive always. Okay, whatever the value of positive value of x we are giving, always the value of y will be 1. When we are giving 0, yes, 0 as x value, then the y value is also 0. If we are giving negative value of x, then the value of y will always be minus 1. This function is called signum function. So let us plot the graph for signum function. Okay. So 0 x-axis, y-axis. Okay, signum function means positive values 1 will get 0, 0, negative values means minus 1. So at 0, 0 we get one point like this. Yes, 0, 0 is a point. Okay, so no need to circle. Okay, you want I will circle like this. Okay, next for any value of positive value of x, 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on, 5 and so on. Here negative minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4. Okay, so here y value is minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. Here also plus 1, plus 2, plus 3, plus 4. Okay, now when we are giving positive value of x, means for suppose our x value is 1, then y value is also 1. Yes, if our x value is 2, then y value is also 1. For x value is 3, then y value is 1. Okay, so if we plot the graph like this, it will be straight line. Okay, in the same way, if my negative value means if my x value is minus 1, then y value is minus 1. If my x value is minus 2, then y value is minus 1. Okay, so here my graph will be like this. Understood? Here holes means some circles will be there. Why? Because these circles include means when x value is 0, y value is also 0 but not 1. Here also when x value is 0, y value is 0 but not minus 1. Understood? So my function is not continuous here. Clear? So this is my graph of signum function. So let us see domain, codomain and range. So anyhow, already I said no, every function will be from real numbers to real numbers only. So my domain is real number. My codomain is also real number. But how about my range? So my range contains only 3 values, right? Minus 1, 0 and 1. Yes, but what is my codomain here? Every real number. Is my codomain equal to range here? No. So codomain is not equal to range. Okay, therefore this is what type of function? Into function. Okay, so when codomain is not equal to range, then this type of function is what type of function? Into function. Then clearly we can understand that more than one value of x is having same value as y. Same image here means when my x value is 1, y value is 1. When my x value is 2, y value is 1. When my x value is 3, y value is 1. Means more than one element of A is having same image in B. So this type of function is what type of function? Many one function. Understood? Next, let us see whether this function is continuous or not. Is this function continuous? No. Here it is broke and here it is continuing. So this function is non-continuous function. Okay? And is this derivable? No. Yes. So this function is also non-derivable. Yes, this function is non-derivable. This is about signum function. Understood? Wait. Non-derivable. Where it is non-derivable? Only at x is equal to 0. Means here also we can get r minus 0. Understood? Only at x is equal to 0. This function is having a break here. Remaining places it is having a value here, right? So only non-derivable at x is equal to 0. So derivable at r minus 0. Understood? This is about signum function. I hope everybody understood signum function. Next, let us move to our next function, exponential function. Okay, what is the next function? Exponential function. Very, very important. Understand very carefully. Why? Because here we get two cases. Two types of graphs we will get. Why we are getting two types of graphs? I will explain. Exponential function. So what is an exponential function? Every function of the form a power x. Don't take e power x. E power x in the sense e is a constant there. But here a power x means numerical constant, but e is not numerical constant, but we have to take a power x only. Understood? Exponential function means of the form a power x, means a may be any constant. You can take 2 power x, 3 power x, 4 power x, anything power x. That is exponential function. Understood? So what will be the graph of, how the graph of numeric exponential function will be, and what is the codomain, domain, range, and many to one or one to one, everything will discuss. Clear? So now let us see the graph of exponential. For suppose my best example is 2 power x. So I am taking f of x is equal to 2 power x. Okay? When I take f of x is equal to 2 power x, then what are my values of x and y? So I am taking x and y values here so that I can plot the graph. So when x is equal to 0, my value is 2 power 0 is 1. So when x is equal to 0, my value of y is 1. When x is equal to 1, my value is 2. When x is equal to 2, my value is 2 square is 4. When x is equal to 3, my value is 8. Okay, 2 cube means 2 into 2 into 2 is 8. Okay, so if I suppose negative values also will take, when my x is equal to minus 1, then my value is 1 by 2 power minus 1. Sorry, 2 power minus 1 is equal to 1 by 2 power 1 is nothing but 1 by 2. So here my value is 1 by 2. So let me plot the graph now here. Okay. So this is 0, x-axis, y-axis. Okay, x-axis and y-axis. So here 1, 2, 3. Here 1. Okay, small I will take. Why? Because this is not sufficient for me here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Here also minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. Okay, this is enough. And downside also minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4 and so on. Okay, next. So now let us plot the graph now. 0, 1. When x is equal to 0, y value is 1. So this is first point. Next, when x is equal to 1, y value is 2. So 1, 2. This is second point. So when x is equal to 2, y value is 4. So 2, 4. This is my third point. When x is equal to 3, y value is 8. So 3, 8. So this is my fourth point. So when x is equal to minus 1, y value is 1 by 2. Means here in between 0 and 1 I will get. So my graph will be something like this. Understood? When a greater than 0. Means already I am taking 2 here. 2 is greater than 0. So when a is greater than 0, my exponential graph, exponential function, graph of exponential function will be like this. Understood everybody? So now, what is the range of this function? Anyhow, so anyhow, always remember that f from R to R. So domain is R and codomain is R for every function. Understood? So now let us find the range of this function. So range is nothing but 0. It is nearing to 0. So 0, comma, and here it is going up to infinity. So here this is 0, right? This is coming like this, means just touching, trying to touch 0 here, right? So 0, but this is never 0. Just I am taking 0, comma, infinity. This is my range of this function. Why? Because this is not coming downside. Downside if it comes will have negative value, but only positive value it is having. That's why range is 0, infinity. Domain, my codomain contains positive, 0 and negative. So here my codomain negative values are there, but in range negative values are not there. So codomain is not equal to range. So this type of function is what type of function? Into function. Understood? What type of function? Into function. Next. Next about 1 1 or on 2. See here, let us go for horizontal line test. Okay, this is my horizontal line test. Means I am drawing one horizontal line like this. How many points of intersection I am getting? Only one point of intersection, such that this function is what type of function? 1 1 function. Okay, so is this function continuous at everywhere? Yes, this function is continuous. Yes, is this function derivable at everywhere? So continuous, every value R means x belongs to R. For every x belongs to R, this function is continuous. Next, derivable. Yes, this function is derivable everywhere. Anywhere are we seeing? Are we observing any sharp corner in this graph? No. So this function is derivable for every x belongs to R. Yes, everything we have derived, right? 1 1 function, into function, domain, codomain, range, continuous, derivable, right? Yes. One more important point I have forgot. Is this function even or odd? Is this function having any mirror image with respect to y-axis or with respect to origin? No. So this function is neither odd nor even. Very important. Understood? What type of function it is? Neither odd nor even. Okay. So this is about exponential function when a is greater than 0. Let us see when a less than 0 how the function will be. How the graph of that function will be. Okay. So let us see the graph of exponential function when 0 less than a less than 1. Okay. When this condition is satisfied, how the graph of exponential function will be. So when in between 0 and 1 I have to take, means I am taking 1 by 2. So 1 by 2 power x. Okay. Now what will be my graph? So x value and y value. Yes, x value. So if I take x value as 0, then my y value is 1, right? Why? Because 1 by 2 whole power 0, anything power 0 is 1. Yes, when my x value is 1, y value is 1 by 2. When my x value is 2, then my y value is 1 by 4. When my x value is 3, y value is 1 by 8. Next, when my x value is minus 1, so 1 by 2 whole power minus 1 is nothing but 1 by 2 power minus 1. So 1 by 2 is nothing but 2. Yes, so when my x value is minus 1, y value is 2. When my x value is minus 2, y value is 4. Like this it will be my graph of exponential function when 0 less than a less than 1. So let me plot that graph now here. Okay. Yes. So this is 0, x-axis, y-axis. Okay. Now when x value is 0, okay. First let us take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. Okay. This is yes, and so on. Here y-axis also 1, 2, 3, 4, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4. Okay. So now let us plot this graph now. 0 to 0, 1. So when x is equal to 0, y is equal to 1. This is same. Next, when x is equal to 1, y is equal to 1 by 2. Means x is equal to 1, y is equal to 1 by 2 means something like this here. In between 0 and 1, something like this. Yes. When x is equal to 2, y is equal to 1 by 4 means somewhat down again. Yes. 1 by 8 means still somewhat down. Clear? Next, when x is equal to minus 1, y is equal to 2 means here. When x is equal to minus 2, y is equal to 4. Okay, so now my graph will be like this. Clear? This is my exponential function when 0 less than a less than 1. Okay? So now let us see whether this function is 1 1, many 1, or onto or into, even function or odd function. Everything about this we'll see now. Okay? Anyhow, every function will be derived from R to R. So the domain is R and codomain is also R. Means from real numbers to real numbers only we have to derive. Now what is the range of this function? Yes, so see here, this is infinity, this is 0. So always the range, whatever the value of a we are taking, the range will be always 0 to infinity. Yes, 0 open interval 0 comma open interval infinity. Yes, by clearly we can say that here plus minus 0 all everything means negative numbers we are getting, but here in range we are not getting any negative number. So codomain is not equal to range here also. So what type of function? Into function. I hope everybody understood up to here. Now again you take horizontal line test. Okay, draw one horizontal line like this. At how many points of intersection it is? At point it is we are getting how many points of intersection here? Only one point of intersection. So that this function is what type of function? 1 1 function. Right? This is what type of function? 1 1 function. Next, if we see, is this function having any, is this curve having any mirror image with respect to y-axis or with respect to origin? No. So this is also neither odd nor even. Right? Very important. This function is also neither odd nor even. So we have found everything about this. Is this function continuous or not? Yes, this function is always continuous. Yes, and is this function derivable or not? Yes, derivable at every point. Nowhere we are seeing here any sharp corner, right? Smooth curve it is, right? No sharp corner in it. So this function is derivable everywhere. That is derivable, and for every x belongs to R. Continuous for every x belongs to R. Okay, this is our history about exponential function when this a value is between 0 and 1. Okay? Yes, when a is greater than 1, then our curve will be like this. When a is less than 1, our curve will be like this. Understood? So these are first 4 graphs of functions, very important. So students, remaining will continue in our next class. I hope everybody understood all 4 types of graphs here. Anyone has any doubt means please mention that in the comment section so that I will explain in the next class. So students, everyone knows that now we are facing COVID-19 in our areas, right? So please take care of yourself and have necessary precautions about wearing a mask while going outside, which is must and should, and take care of yourself. Your health is very important. So be healthy always and be active always. And if you like my video, please give it a thumbs up. I mean like, okay? And if you want to share my video to your friends, share my video to your friends and inform them to subscribe my channel. I hope I am making you learn mathematics in a very easy way. So just understand the concept, whatever you are learning, then you can learn everything easily. This is what I wanted to say for today. So let us continue in the next video. Thank you.